And how's everybody doing out there today? So, here, you make your own decision. I could tell you this quick story. I don't want to drag it out because, I just don't want to drag videos out, get to the point, you know what I mean? So I go to Lowe's. I need to buy a tractor. I want to buy a 0-turn radius tractor. All the reviews I read said that this Ariens was a good tractor. So I go to Lowe's. I ask one of the employees, hey, I want to buy this tractor. They tell me to go wait at seasonal. So I go over there, I wait 20 minutes, nobody comes. So I go to the service desk, tell them, hey, I want to buy this tractor, $4,000, right? You think somebody would wait on you and want to spend $4,000. So I go over there, another 20 minutes, nobody comes. So now I'm at the store 40 minutes, nobody wants to wait on me, so I'm all pissed off, so I leave. I was going to go buy a Cub Cadet, and my wife, I call her and I tell her what just happened, so she goes, well, we'll just order it online. So we do. We order this thing online, use a Lowe's credit card, got a couple bucks off by using their credit card. It's like, it'll take 2 days to come. All right, great. The other tractor, which is this one, the carburetor broke on it. And this tractor's pretty old, and I have abused this thing. It has never even been under the cover. It sits outside for, I don't know, 10 years. I think it's about 10 years old. And just the deck rotted out. But you know what? That was my fault. It wasn't even the tractor's fault because I simply didn't take care of it. But it was cheap, $1,500-$1,600 I think it was back in the day. But now I want to buy a good one. I want to buy a 0-turn tractor. So Lowe's tells me that this will come on a Friday. So take off work, right? Because somebody got to be here for this thing to come. So Friday at noon, when it was supposed to come, they sent an email telling me it didn't get put on the truck for delivery because it wasn't prepped yet. So I call them up, tell them, hey, you know what? I'll do it myself. But nope, can't do that. They got to, they have to have somebody else do it. So the tractor, when it did come, this is loose. These bars were so far off, it had, well, they're still off, but when it came, when they were both fully pushed forward the same, they were about like that, inches off. And the pedal for the deck, to lift the deck, they had this out here. I mean, so complete fucking morons even put it together. But so that held me up, lost a day's pay waiting for this tractor. So they're going to tell me, well, it'll be the next day now. Okay, one more day, which was a Saturday. So you watch the little meter thing or whatever, the delivery thing that tells you when it's coming, and it tells me I would be between 8 a.m. and noon. So noon comes, still don't have my tractor. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you read the thing and it says it's on your way. Another half an hour, another half an hour. So at 6 o'clock, when I still don't have my tractor, I call, and in 40 minutes I'm on hold. Then some lady finally picked up, and I'm talking to her, and she tells me that it did not get put on the truck. I'm like, how did it not get put on the truck? It tells me that it's a half an hour away for hours. So she transfers me over to a department somewhere else, and which was the warehouse. I get disconnected, so I call back. Another 40-minute wait till the same lady picks up. This time she gives me the phone number for the warehouse. So I call over there. Of course, the people at the warehouse are clueless. By now, it's like 7 o'clock at night, and I'm sure whoever was there really was just a grunt, whatever. So I'm really pissed off now. So I call the Lowe's service number, and after waiting, I think it was an hour and 10 minutes to finally get a hold of somebody there, tell this guy the story, and he didn't even give a shit. You know, this is a Lowe's service representative, and he didn't even care. So, but anyways, they're going to tell me I'll have my tractor Monday. So Monday the tractor finally comes, and I had to fix it before I could even use it, but all right, whatever. So I used the tractor, and it cut great. Everything was good. The third time I used the tractor, it had 10 hours on it. Now, I wasn't even going to make this video, but now it has 12 hours on it, and it had 10 hours, and the belt breaks. So, and my yard isn't, I mean, it's not bad at all. It's not like I'm murdering this thing. I cut maybe about 2 acres. So the belt breaks, and I go to Lowe's, and the girl's telling me that there's nothing that they can do. This tractor is 2 weeks old now. Look what it did to my yard. This is what this tractor, this is what the deck is doing to my yard. And I don't even cut it on as low as it goes. You know, it is just scalping it. So, and it's like a square deck. I mean, the deck is super rigid, but it's not rounded. So once it grabs the topsoil or whatever you call it, top stuff, just tears the shit out of it. Oh, and two, the first time I used the deck, I'm trimming around a tree, and I bumped this guard, and it snaps off. So the guard completely breaks off, and I was barely moving. I just bumped this tree, and it breaks off. And this guard on this tractor, you know what? I can't tell you how many times I've creamed this thing, and guess what? It's still there. You know, and the red deck is off of a Craftsman tractor I had, which was a twin to this. And unfortunately, I forget what happened to it, but I just got rid of it. The motor still ran, but the tranny went out of it. And so I robbed the deck and I stuck it on this one. But anyways, getting back to this thing, so the belt breaks. I go to Lowe's. I talk to the girl. Tractor's 2 weeks old. She tells me there's nothing they can do. It's up to Ariens. And I'm like, I bought it off you. But she's arguing with me. It's the young girl. And this is in the service department. Customer service. So then some other guy, he hears the conversation. So he comes over. And he says, yeah, you know what? Obviously that belt's under warranty. Go get it. So I go over there. They don't have it in stock. There is a part number. I come back. I'd say, hey, you know what? You don't have it. Here's the part number. She goes, oh, nobody stocks this belt. She goes, oh, I just can't get it for you. I'm like, what do you mean? Just order it in. You know, I'll wait. She goes, oh, no, I just can't do that. So I call Ariens. My wife calls Ariens. The people are completely rude to her. And so then she's getting rude back. So the Ariens people are assholes. They aren't sticking behind their machine. So after my wife argues with them about this machine having just over 10 hours on it and the belt breaks, and nobody wants to do anything about it. The belt's like 70 some bucks. So Aaron finally says, all right, we'll give you a belt out of customer goodwill. So 10 days go by, we still don't have the belt. So my wife calls them up. Oh yeah, it's sitting here waiting to be shipped. My wife's like, well, why haven't you not shipped it? You know, and of course they don't have an answer. They were just being assholes again. So the belt finally comes. I put this belt on this tractor yesterday, a couple days ago maybe. Go out, try it, everything's working. So just now, I'm cutting the grass out in my yard, and what happens? The fucking belt breaks again. So now I have this $4,000 tractor that breaks a belt every time I use it, apparently, and I spun everything and everything spins okay. So what do? You know, I'm still paying on this thing. Lowe's won't do shit about it. Their customer service totally sucks. And Ariens, they're not doing anything about it, you know. So I think what I'm going to do is, other than post this video on a legitimate review on Lowe's service Ariens tractors and Ariens reviews, and all the reviews I watched, you know, oh, it's got four mounting pins. Look, you can stand on this deck. Yeah, well, you know what? The fucking deck don't float when you're driving, and the thing rides like a tank. But hey, it's got 4 mounting points. You know, thought I was doing a good thing by going off people's reviews, but you know what? Listen to my story, make your own decisions, and then see if you want to buy an Ariens. So I'm gonna buy another belt for this tractor, clean this thing all up, polish it, and sell it. You know, I'll go buy a Cub Cadet, which I should have bought in the first place because it's a name brand. But I like the way this one looked. The reviews I seen on this tractor were all good. I don't know if Ariens paid them people or if they just bought it and looked at it and said, wow, look how nice this tractor looks, you know, without actually using it. So 12 hours now into this tractor. I have broken 2 belts. I have got completely crappy service from both Lowe's, who I purchased the tractor from, and Ariens, who supplied the tractor to Lowe's. And I mean, it was like, I forget what it was, $3,800. And it's the same whether you buy from the company, one of the stores. So, you know, Lowe's can't be making too much on it. But my gosh, if you're going to sell their product, then at least give good customer service. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know how I felt about this Ariens tractor, since all the reviews I seen on it were good reviews. But make your own decision, but that's my story. Anyways, thanks for checking it out.